Today, we're going inside a modern watermelon factory and watching this simple fruit transform into something extraordinary. From the moment these massive melons roll in from the fields, to jelly cubes, freeze-dried chips, mochi, sparkling drinks, and luxury cake rolls, all getting shipped worldwide in under 24 hours. We're covering the entire process, start to finish. This is one of those videos where you'll finish watching and never look at a watermelon the same way again. Let's get into it. Giant, fresh watermelons roll in straight from the fields, still carrying the smell of the soil. These aren't your regular grocery store melons. We're talking massive, 10 to 15 kilogram fruits, harvested at peak ripeness and rushed to the factory within hours. Trucks lined up one after another, offloading hundreds of them onto wide conveyor belts that stretch deep into the facility. Workers stand at the entry point doing a quick visual check. Any cracked, bruised, or underripe melon gets pulled out right there. Only the best ones make it through. And from this moment, not a single human hand will touch them again. The first stop is the washing station, and honestly, this alone is satisfying to watch. Each watermelon enters a long automated tunnel where high-pressure water jets blast away every bit of dirt and field residue. Rotating brushes scrub the surface from every angle while the melon keeps moving forward on the belt, never stopping, never slowing down. The whole wash takes about 8 seconds per melon. Clean, shining, and dripping wet, they come out the other side looking almost too perfect. But here's where it gets really impressive. Right after washing comes optical sorting. And this is where the factory stops feeling like a farm operation and starts feeling like a science lab. High-definition cameras mounted above the belt scan every single melon as it passes. AI-powered sensors measure size, weight, surface color, shape, and even internal density using infrared imaging. The system processes all of this in under half a second and decides, this one moves forward, that one gets diverted. No arguments, no second opinions. The machine knows. And it's right almost every single time. The melons that pass sorting move into the peeling zone, and this part genuinely looks like magic. A whole watermelon goes in, and 3 seconds later, the hard green rind is completely gone. Specialized rotating blades are calibrated so precisely that they remove only the outer shell without touching a single millimeter of the red flesh inside. The machine auto-adjusts for different sizes. A 6 kilogram melon and a 14 kilogram melon get the exact same perfect peel. What used to take a skilled worker a couple of minutes now happens thousands of times an hour without a single mistake. And the rind? It doesn't go to waste. It's collected separately and sent off for cattle feed or composting. Nothing leaves this factory as trash. Now, the flesh is exposed, bright red, cold, glistening, and it gets cut into large chunks before hitting the juice extraction line. This is where the numbers start getting hard to believe. This factory extracts juice from 800 watermelons every single minute. Let that sink in, 800 per minute. The chunks go into cold press crushers that squeeze out every drop without generating heat, because heat would destroy the natural nutrients and alter the flavor. The juice that comes out is raw, pure, and intensely red. It then passes through 3 stages of filtration: coarse, fine, and micro, until what you're left with is a crystal clear, deep pink liquid that tastes exactly like biting into a cold watermelon on a summer afternoon. Seeds are separated out during this process and dried separately. Even they get sold. Nothing goes to waste. From this pure juice, the factory branches off into multiple product lines running simultaneously, and this is where things get creative. One line takes the juice and turns it into jelly cubes. The juice gets combined with natural gelling agents, carefully heated to the exact right temperature, then poured into thousands of small cube-shaped molds all at once. These molds move into a climate-controlled setting room where temperature and humidity are precisely maintained. A few hours later, out come these perfectly wobbling, semi-transparent watermelon jelly cubes that look almost too beautiful to eat. The texture is soft but firm, and the flavor is pure concentrated watermelon. No added sugar, no artificial anything. These get exported to Japan and South Korea, where they sell as premium dessert ingredients at prices that would genuinely surprise you. Another line runs the freeze-drying operation, and this one is genuinely wild. Thin slices of watermelon flesh get placed into trays and dropped into chambers that freeze them to -40 degrees Celsius. Then a vacuum is applied, and what happens next is the interesting part. The ice inside the watermelon skips the liquid stage entirely and turns straight into vapor. This process, called sublimation, removes almost all the moisture while keeping the structure, color, and nutrients completely intact. What comes out looks exactly like a watermelon slice, but it's completely dry, incredibly light, and when you bite into it, it shatters into a crisp crunch and releases this insanely intense burst of watermelon flavor, 10 times more concentrated than fresh fruit. These watermelon chips have a shelf life of 2 years without a single preservative, and they've become one of the most popular snack exports coming out of facilities like this one.
Then there's the mochi line, the gummies line, and the sparkling drinks line, all running at the same time, all using the same base juice. The watermelon mochi is made by wrapping a soft glutinous rice flour shell around a chilled watermelon cream filling. Each piece gets shaped, chilled, and individually packaged. The gummies are molded into the classic watermelon slice shape, green on the outside edge, red in the middle, tiny black dots for seeds. And they're so accurate looking that people almost don't want to eat them. Almost. The sparkling drink is the simplest of the three: filtered watermelon juice, light natural sweetener, and carbonation. But the taste is so clean and refreshing that it's become one of the fastest growing products in the lineup. All three of these have gone massively viral online, and demand keeps climbing every quarter.
At the premium end of the factory sits the dessert production section, and the atmosphere here genuinely feels different. Quieter, more careful, more deliberate. This is where the watermelon cake rolls are made. A light sponge cake gets baked, cooled, and spread with watermelon-flavored whipped cream before being rolled tightly and chilled to set its shape. The finishing team then decorates each roll with freeze-dried watermelon pieces, a dusting of powdered sugar, and a few mint leaves. The packaging is something else entirely: rigid gift boxes with transparent windows, tied with ribbon, designed to look like something you'd receive as a present rather than pick up from a shelf. These go to high-end supermarkets, hotel patisseries, and premium gifting platforms. And people pay for them happily because what they're buying isn't just a dessert, it's the whole experience of opening that box. Once everything is made, packaged, and quality checked, it all flows into the dispatch zone. And here's the thing that pulls the whole story together. From this factory, products reach Japan, South Korea, the UAE, parts of Europe, and the US, all within 24 hours of being made. Cold chain logistics make it possible. Refrigerated trucks move the goods to the airport, temperature-controlled cargo containers handle the flight, refrigerated vans complete the last mile. The watermelon that was sitting in a field yesterday morning is sitting in a Tokyo cafe display case by tomorrow evening, perfectly fresh, perfectly intact.
If you made it this far, you already know, watermelon hits different now. Drop a comment below and tell me which product surprised you the most. The freeze-dried chips, the jelly cubes, or that luxury cake roll. And if you want more factory tours like this one, subscribe because we're just getting started.